Hi, this is Evelyn Olivares. I'm really excited to have you here, recognizing the call of re-engaging your own personal power and exploring your passion and purpose. It all begins here. This is where you get to align yourself at the core. Personal power, passion, and purpose is about awakening the Enneagram with archetypes. What does it mean? This is an opportunity to develop self-mastery, to understand, accept, and transform your thoughts, your feelings, and behaviors with an understanding that each day brings new challenges. And with those new challenges comes opportunities for growth. So self-mastery begins with your own self-awareness, and it expands on your response to feedback, to you being self-responsible and self-motivating. Seeing your personal vision with integrity, and experiencing personality integration through lifelong learning. Have you ever found yourself wondering who you really are? Or find yourself asking, how do I revive my abandoned dreams? How can I step into the right energy? Hear the call. Lift the cloud from my path and find my voice. How can I discover a new kind of freedom? Find what I'm meant to be doing in this life. Know your true direction in life and in your career. We take it back to the fundamentals and look at it through the archetypes. And in doing so, we'll learn about 3 levels: the literal, symbolic, and mythic. The literal level is the physical body and what we see, feel, and touch. The symbolic level is emotions and our mental state of mind. And the mythic level is working beyond the logical and analytical mind. It's the soul's journey. It's archetypes and sacred ground. Let me share with you a very quick example. At the literal level, have you ever been or ever had an experience where someone just a few years younger than you tell you that you're just like a big sister or big brother to them? Yeah, that's on a literal level. On a symbolic level, you know, we may find it a bit weird, or maybe we might feel honored to be thought of as family. The symbolic being the family. On a mythical level, we may see that our friend is trapped in a victim role. And he's trapped perhaps because of an improper improper motherly relationship with child. And it's projecting his wounds onto us. And we feel weird because we're expected to mother him. He's placed us in the role of the rescuer in that drama cycle. We all know that very well. Because his power to feel good about himself has been given to us. And we may not be interested in playing that role. So as your coach, I'll show you how to work on the mythical level, because it's here that we can learn most of life is not personal. And knowing that not much is personal can give us the freedom to choose to engage or not to engage in a relationship or a situation. If we understand our Enneagram type, including the blind spots, the light and shadow behaviors, we can look at how the archetype is running us at the symbolic level, our emotions and our thoughts, and at the literal level, the physical illness or even the weight gain. Suddenly, life can become less confusing and more about changing habits and behavior rather than feeling stuck and confused. We can keep the gifts of our Enneagram, our archetype, and be wary of the deeper blind spots or shadows. Life becomes a practice of self-mastery instead of simply unconsciously living out a few archetypal forces. So the mythical level is a realm of the soul and the heart. When we leave this reality out of our lives, we tend to become disconnected from our hearts and stuck in the emotional or mental realm. This will result in you becoming physically ill. Once we become comfortable living our lives from the mystic level or the mystic realm, we can clean up old wounds and the unhappy beliefs that arose from those wounds. Archetypes are forces that are common to all human beings. They're part of a collective consciousness. When we understand ourselves as an archetype, we can understand our behavior in a less personalized way. Archetypes create a balance between your masculine and your feminine energy. So you can stop forcing yourself and a natural flow can start. Enjoy natural energy and motivation. Archetypal forces run more than our literal lives than we realize. This means that by understanding the archetypal nature of your relationships, you can apply knowledge of the archetypes to so many situations at the literal and the symbolic level. Knowing our most comfortable archetypes, those with which we tend to interact, also helps us to understand our relationships and how those, predictably, will unfold. At Personal Power, Passion, and Purpose, we look at the different archetypes that are described in detail throughout. Archetypes give you access to your unique, intuitive genius and the tools to express your passion and purpose. And this is probably a good time to let you know that no previous experience or knowledge of the Enneagram or archetypes is necessary, and perhaps even preferred. These are amazing tools. And I think that when you were able to take back personal power and find what our passion and purpose truly is, we can then discover, we're really able to get this extraordinary amount of clarity in our lives. And renewed hope fills you because really knowing what this is about gives such an amazing sense of direction. And we have a lot of energy. We find that when empowered, we can really get excited and feel like life is on track. We're living with a thrill of passion, and life has direction. We're on purpose. And when we do that, when we go there, we discover that a whole new world opens up to us. Our ability to transform our life is realized. And we feel that we have enormous amounts of energy and that we're able to attract so many resources that we wouldn't normally find. And that's what this event is all about. It's about regaining your own personal power and finding your passion and purpose in life. Because when we've given away our power, we're without energy and lose our passion. We no longer know what our purpose is, and we have this sense of feeling tired and apathetic. We don't want to face getting out of bed in the morning. Have you ever felt like that? Feeling like I can't be bothered. What's it all for? Feeling like someone or something has zapped all my energy. And it's almost like we're following an emotional GPS system or on autopilot. And we're feeling really lost. You know when you were a kid playing hide and seek, only your friends stopped searching for you without letting you know? So you're hiding, blind, but really deep down inside you're wanting to connect. You want them to find you, but there's no one calling. They've stopped looking. You know that game, right? It's like when we give away our personal power, we're hiding from those we want most to connect with. We're visionless. We feel disempowered. We lose our passion and are confused about our purpose. And that leaves us with a sense of abandonment in a cold, icy place, feeling lost in the wilderness. But when we take back our personal power, we revive our passion from deep within. And we feel important and adored. And we research, we gather evidence, find that our life is full of purpose and that we have destiny worth fighting for. And something as strong as that is not going to be satisfied by simply a thing we do. It's what we get from what we do. It's what we get from what we do. And what does that mean? Well, it's like seeing yourself in another world, like voices in the wind. Your waiting spirit is reborn. Imagine you're in a field surrounded by beauty of nature. The sounds of birds, the sweet fragrance of flowers fills the air. Feel the warmth of the sun upon you and allow it to penetrate right through you. See the tall grass as it sways ever so gently in the breeze. Observe the castle way off in the distance where kings and queens once ruled, when knights were heroes, fighting to preserve the greater good and rescue the damsels in distress, where heirs were born and jesters entertained. Follow the pathway lined with flowers of every color, and notice more and more you are drawn to visit the castle. As you wander closer, captivated by its beauty, closer and closer, you realize you're at a plateau, an intersection of time and space. It's an intersection where the finite and the infinite come together, a magical place of wonder and curiosity, a place of the physical and spiritual. Knowing this is freeing your senses. It relieves you of stress and worry. It is safe. In this place, you only need to be and feel. As you enter the castle gardens, a soft breeze passes across you. As it touches your face, there are hints of images of where this breeze has passed before it touched you. It's as if you can actually feel the memories within that breeze. Notice that you're dressed in the finest soft clothing. You take off your boots and walk barefoot. The grass is soft and lush beneath your feet. You can feel every blade of grass against your skin, and even the earth from which it grows. Before entering through the castle door, you stand and appreciate in awe the magnificence and perfection in the ancient structure. And your mind questions, how is it possible? Who could this artist have been? Captured this magnificence in such intricate detail. You step through the door and into another place, not like the outside world, a place of curiosity and wonder, and you're drawn to the room of the ancient scribes, a room overflowing with manuscripts and books of history and fairy tale. The stone floor is cool to the touch, yet feels soft as sand on a tropical beach. The smell of old books fills your nose. It makes you feel a little giddy and childlike, and you can't help but smile. Its intoxicating scent draws you further into the room. Your senses are alive. It's as if you're truly coming awake for the first time. Your vision is clear. Sounds are soft and true. Fragrances are pure. Your entire body seems to come to life. In the background comes some soft music from an unidentified source. And as you pass each book, it seems to speak to you, telling you each its own story of times gone by. Your body responds to the tones and the messages being carried through the air. Touches you, caresses, tingles, and smooths your body. Each touches you like a gentle drop of rain from heaven. And you notice this one book, a little odd. It seems out of place. It's different to the rest. It's a virtual book. And the pages are empty, inviting you to fill these pages with your own story of future love, success, and happiness. In that moment, you realize you're in a sacred chamber. It's a chamber in which you can feel anything you desire, to whatever degree you desire. You're not sure how you know this, but you do. Perhaps messages from an oracle, a keeper of secrets, delivering her oracles on what is and what is to be. You know it to be true as surely as you know your own name. With each passing moment in this sacred place, your senses become stronger and more distinct. You close your eyes and you see threads connecting everything and everyone in the universe. Nothing is separate. All things are connected. By heightening your senses, by learning to use this chamber, you can see connections in everything. Nothing is separate. And it's in this sacred chamber that connections can truly be experienced. In this sacred chamber, you can hear the voices of the universe guiding you and know it to be a beautiful experience. Archetypes are the symbolism of what we do. And when we find that symbolism, we begin to recognize patterns in the Enneagram and find that symbolic archetypes are what keeps us there. And then we discover those archetypes that set us free. And then we really have a route through the mythical times of the past and into the present and future, where we find a new culture, new patterns, and good habits in our life. Because we get it, and our life begins to make sense, and our life starts to have meaning. And that's really what Awakening the Enneagram and Archetypes gives us. It's a whole new dimension in regaining your personal power and exploring your passion and purpose. And it's never been done before quite like this. It reveals the secrets to the web of life in a glowing adventure, because you can now go where you dared not. You'll begin to understand the three centers of intelligence: the heart center, the head center, and the body center, leading you out of the dark and into the light of the woods. It's as refreshing as walking through a rainforest on a spectacular golden day, and it really creates a tremendous drive and energy, places you at the helm. Stop living in the shadows and come out from behind the mask. Allow yourself to experience a true sense of why a bird sings. A bird does not sing because it has an answer. It sings because it has a song. So let your heart sing a song of your soul's calling. And you know what I truly believe? I alone cannot change the world, but I can cast a stone that creates ripples across the water, as can you. This is an easy learning process to help you with your business, your branding, and your relationships in life. It's really unique, and it's what this is about. Exploring the Enneagram and the archetypes, empowering you to find your passion and live a life filled with purpose. So join us at the one-day event. Sneak preview coming up, coming your way. Give me a call or send me an email. Until then.